treat you like a queen. I gave you strawberries and cream. Then your friends will all go green for my sun, yeah. These could be the best days of our lives, but I don't think we'd be living very wise. Oh no, 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 what life would be if you could come to my infancy. I'll pick you up at 3:30, we'll have the sun, yeah. I'll treat you like a queen. I give you strawberries and cream. Then your friends will all go green. Then your friends will all go green. Then your friends will all go green for my sun, yeah.
How's it going, folks? This is Wayne R, back with another lesson and an amazing song as always. Today we're looking at Oasis and Digsy's Dinner. I'm doing a series of these lessons. This year is the 30th anniversary of the Definitely Maybe album. Probably one of the most important albums in my life. It's probably the reason why I do what I do now, so it means a lot to me. So I wanted to celebrate that by putting a lot of the tutorials out so we can post the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns up on my Patreon page, and a lot of people can celebrate that album and get a lot of these songs down. Now I've done a lot of the obvious ones, but I want to do some of the more sort of album tracks, particularly this one. Last week I did Up in the Sky, if you want to go and check that one out. And this is a capoed up version. I actually did this one about 4 years ago without a capo on. It's a completely different version if you want to go and check that one out as well. But this is slightly easier, a bit more sort of accessible for beginners, this one. And as I said, if you want the chords, lyrics and strumming pattern, those are up on my Patreon page. So I'm going to put a link to that in the comments. I'll also put a link in the description. And the way that works, you just click on the link, sign up for as little as a couple of quid a month or however much you want to pledge. It's all very much appreciated. All generally goes back into the lessons. And it gives you guys access to not only this song, pretty much everything I've done over the past coming up to 3 years now, so there's a lot of content up there. There's some exclusive videos that aren't on YouTube, there's a lot of videos from the archive, and there's stuff to also coincide with some of the technique lessons I've done. So if you're into the scales and blues stuff, there's stuff up there for that too. So what you're waiting for, link in the comments, link in the description. Thanks everyone who's subscribed and continues to do so, it's very much appreciated. Now if you are subscribing, you haven't done already, a third way you can help me out and yourselves out is hitting that little notification bell that's just under the video there. Another thing, you can click on a super thanks link that's just under the video there too, if you'd like to make a small donation. Again, very much appreciated. All, like I said, like the Patreon thing, generally all goes back into the lessons. And if you want to, please go over and give me a like on social media. So I'm Wayne R Guitar on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and now also TikTok. As you always say, I'm trying to get down with the kids. Anyway, that's enough of me rambling. Without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, so the song is in standard tuning, but for this version, you're going to want the capo up on the 2nd fret, okay? Just while we're talking about capos, I'd like to give the G7th Capo company a quick plug. This is a performance-free model. Don't know if you can see that. It's got my name sort of inscripted on the top. So it's a personalised one. But what I would say about these capos, they've got a great strong grip on them. They're light, they're durable. And I've had another one, the Performance 2 model I've had for the best part of 20 years. So if you are after a capo, I highly recommend these. I'm going to put a link to that in the description. That's a G7th Capo, okay? Okay, so there's two parts you're going to need for this song. There's a verse and a chorus, and that's pretty much going to get you all the way through the song. The intro chords are exactly the same as what we play in the verse, okay? So I'm just going to read the chords out, and then as we get into the verse, I'll talk about the dynamics and the strumming pattern, and we can sort of get going with it, okay? So your first chord you need is going to be a G. Now I'm using the 4-finger G, typical Oasis G, that one. Then we go to a B7. Okay, the next chord is a C. Now in the intro, I prefer to play it this way. I do the C with a G bass in. So if you've never seen that before, just take a regular C chord and we're going to move the 3rd finger to the 3rd fret on the low E string relative to the capo. Little pinky would be 3rd fret, that'd be on the A string. Don't have to, you can do a regular C, that works perfectly fine. I just think that one sounds a little bit meatier. Then we go to a D chord. Then we go to a C add 9. We go back to the D. And then we've got this chord which is called a C9 chord. So the best way you can explain that, if you do a C add 9, I'm going to move the third finger up to the third fret on the G. Little pinky would go third fret on the B string, okay? And then we finish on a G. Okay, so that goes around a couple of times for the intro and then another couple of times with the words, that chord sequence, okay? So on the first two chords in the intro, it's good to do these little downstrokes, like little stabs. So what we get is a... Okay, so it's like a down, 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 or down, up. Okay, but when we get into the strumming, once we start strumming onto the C chord and then the D, I use a pattern, and this pretty much carries all the way through the song then, will be a down, down, or down, or down, up. That's a down, down, or down, or down, up. So if I just play that round, I'll just play it once, and I'm going to carry on sort of into the verse singing, and you can see how that all gels together. So we got the... So with the words,
oh, what will I do with me if you come to mine for tea? I'll pick you up at 3:30. We'll have lasagna. I'll treat you like a queen. I'll give you strawberries and cream. Then your friends will all go green for my lasagna.
Okay, so that's going to be your verse chords. Now the chords to the chorus are going to be an E minor, then we go to a G, we do an A minor 7, if you've never seen that before, just take a regular A minor, take your third finger off, and then it goes to the B7, and then to a G. So with the words, that would be,
these could be the best days of our lives, but I don't think we'd be living very wise. Oh no, what will I do with me?
And then you go back into the verse again, okay? So, obviously, that's pretty much all you're going to need all the way through the song. We've got another verse, and then there's another verse which sort of the guitar solo goes over the top of. Then we do the chorus again, and then on the last verse, the only difference is, at the end of the song, we keep repeating the C to the D bit. I treat you like a queen, I give you strawberries and cream. So I'll just play that. That goes around 4 times, that line. So it'll go,
I give you strawberries and cream, then your friends will all go green. Then your friends will all go green. Then your friends will all go green for my
and then we do that C9 chord.
For my lasagna.
And we finish there on the G. And as I said, strumming pattern all the way through the song, down, 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 works really well. And that is pretty much all you're going to need. Okay, so thanks very much for watching. Hope you all dug that, and I personally love that song. I know Noel doesn't tend to like this song anymore, but I think it's a really important part of that first album. Sort of a great song. Always really enjoyed seeing them play this live as well, and really looking forward to see Liam play the whole album as well, particularly this song and some, like I say, not the obvious ones. Be nice to see those sort of album tracks being played as well. And I'm also going out on the road doing this myself to celebrate that. I'm doing all of the first album acoustic. So if you want to check that out, please go over and give my Facebook page a like, Wayne R Guitar, and all the dates, a little bit later on in the year will be up on there. So my first gig is actually mid-February, so if you want to come along, go and check that out. And if you got any other requests for any other Oasis songs, like I say, I'm going to be doing quite a lot of that first album, so I can get all the chords lyrics up on my Patreon page. But if there's any more, or it can be Noel or Liam, or it doesn't even have to be Oasis related, it can be anything 50s to modern day that's going to work well on an acoustic or an electric guitar within reason. So the easiest way to put requests in is obviously comment below the video, or if you want to find me a personal message over on those social media platforms I suggested at the start of the video, you're very welcome to. I just always point out that I do get quite a lot of requests, and they do have to sort of henpick them a little bit. But don't let that put you off. Please do keep your requests coming, because that's what keeps this channel going, and it's very much appreciated. Another thing that's very much appreciated, I'll quickly mention it again. If you are subscribed, thank you very much. And if you haven't done already, a further way you could help yourselves out and me out by keeping up to date with the videos is hitting that little notification bell. The Patreon site, as I've mentioned a few times, sorry to keep banging on about it, but All the chords, lyrics and strumming patterns to a lot of the songs that I do are up there, so there's a link to that in the description, also a link in the comments. And I always say word of mouth is a powerful thing, so if you dig what I do, please like and share my videos, tell your friends, tell your work colleagues. Anyone you know plays a guitar, please put them in my direction. And that just leads me to say, you know, whatever time of day it is you're watching, maybe morning, day, night, thank you very much, and I'll catch you all for a lesson very soon. Take care.